Hi there folks, and welcome back to American Airgunner, the only television show dedicated to the wonderful world of the airgun shooting sports. On this week's episode, I'll be checking out a couple of classic spring-powered Beeman air rifles. Also, Crystal demonstrates how you might become a better 10-meter shooter by using video equipment you might already have in the home. Later on in the show, the crew constructs a rolling target system for simulated rabbit hunting, coming up on American Airgunner. American Airgunner is sponsored by Pyramid Air. Airguns are not just for kids anymore. Umarex, your premium airgun supplier. And Air Force Airguns, serious airguns for the serious shooter.
And in first place, a total score of 558 from Ozark High School in Missouri, Tyler Ferguson.
If you've ever watched a 10-meter air rifle or pistol shooting competition, you may have wondered about the target systems they use for scoring. These ranges have sophisticated electronic systems that use acoustics to determine the point of impact on the target. These impacts are then instantly converted into scores by a computer and displayed on a monitor for both the shooter and spectators. Needless to say, these expensive systems are far out of reach for the casual 10-meter shooter, but you may already have some of the equipment that can help you improve your 10-meter shooting. From 30 feet away, it's difficult to see the point of impact on an official target like this one. So I'm going to show you how to set up a video monitoring system using a camcorder and a portable LCD screen. The first thing I'll do is set up my camcorder and position it just off to the side so it's safely out of the line of fire. If you don't have a tripod, you can set your camera on a table and use just about anything like a small pillow or blanket to get the framing just right on your target. All camcorders have audio and video out connectors. This one has a yellow composite video out connector, and for under $20 you can buy a 50-foot extension cable at a local electronics store or online retailer. We bought this 8-inch color LCD monitor online for about $60, and with LCD prices dropping all the time, you might even be able to find one for cheaper. I also went ahead and put together this hood made out of cardboard and black tape to help eliminate some of the glare that ends up on the monitor. All right, all set up. A lot of 10-meter shooting clubs have spotting scopes at the end of each lane, but I find that just glancing at the screen after every shot is much easier. You know, the best part about a setup like this is that the video monitor allows me to concentrate on my shooting without having to reposition my body or focus my eye inside the scope after each shot. I have the Air Force Edge here with some RWS R10 match pellets. Let's see how I do.
Okay, let's take a look at a couple of Beeman air rifles today. The first one I have here is the Beeman R9. This is a German-made spring piston powered brake barrel air rifle. It comes to us from Pyramid Air in what they call their Elite Series combo. That means it comes with a Bushnell banner, 4 to 12 by 40 scope mounted on sports match rings. What you can expect from Beeman air rifles is excellent fit and finish, refined mechanics, and of course, superb accuracy. The Beeman R9 also has the world-famous record trigger. This is two-stage adjustable and unmatched among the world of spring piston air rifles. Well, using 11.42 grain H&N field target trophy pellets, we got an average of 754 feet per second in our chrony test, and that gave us 14 foot-pounds of energy. That's plenty for small game hunting and pest elimination. Now let's see if I can get some of that legendary Beeman accuracy. Okay, I have a target set out to approximately 20 meters. We'll be using the same H&N field target trophy pellets, 20 caliber. And here's a tip for you. Before you go out shooting, make sure to tighten those stock screws. A loose action in the stock is going to cause considerable inaccuracy in spring-powered rifles. All right, let's see how I do. If you notice, I'm not gripping the stock of the rifle. I'm just resting it on my open palm. This is called the artillery hold, and it's great for spring-powered air guns. The cocking effort is about 22-25 pounds on the Beeman R9. Very smooth. Like I said, it's very refined mechanically. Listen to that sound. That's nice. The Beeman R9 also has an automatic safety. When I cock the rifle, the button pops out. To take it off safe, simply press the button. The R9 can be put back on safe. All you have to do is cock the rifle once again, and we're back on safe. Well, it looks like a pretty good group to me. Let me go get that target and we'll see how I did. Just take a look at that. Less than 1/4 of an inch, 4.7 millimeters, or 0.185 inches. Wow. With accuracy like that, it's no wonder that the Beeman R9 is very popular for small game hunting and pest elimination. Let's go ahead and check out the Beeman HW97K. The Beeman HW97K is a fixed barrel underlever spring-powered air rifle that shares the same excellent build quality as the Beeman R9. And it's no wonder because these two air rifles come from the same factory. Well, it looks like with 16.36 grain 22 caliber H&N field target pellets, we got an average of 620 feet per second, which gives us approximately 14 foot-pounds of energy. I have to say, the HW97K is heavier than the Beeman R9, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, this rifle is used a lot for piston class field target competition, and shooters like the heavier stock and the heavier rifle because it adds a little bit more stability to their shots. Let's go ahead and see what kind of accuracy I can get from this Beeman air rifle. The Beeman HW97K shares the same automatic safety as the Beeman R9. It also has the same world-famous record trigger. This trigger breaks crisply, predictably, and consistently, and that lends a lot to the accuracy of this rifle. Well, it looks like that group is a little bit less than 1/2 of an inch. Not as good as I did with the Beeman R9, but then again, I've been shooting all day long. I know that the HW97K is capable of an even smaller group than that. I have to say, both the Beeman R9 and the HW97K are finely crafted air rifles, and the type that you're going to want to pass down from generation to generation. They're that good. Over the last couple of seasons here on American Airgunner, we've shown you some really cool homemade targets. Let's face it, hobbies can be expensive, but you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a lot of fun. In this next segment, we'll show you a really easy to build target system that makes use of ordinary clay pigeons. That's so cool! What's this contraption we have over here? Let's check it out. I guess Dylan and Christian were busy building this simulated rabbit hunting moving target system. Very cool. It's basically built from plywood and some pine, and it has a plywood track, and inside the track we have these clay pigeons. And what they've done is tape 2 of them together so they roll better. And the launching system, again, very simple. They have wooden dowels, and attached to the dowels is nylon string, and they go about 45 feet out. Basically, just pull the string, the pin pulls out, clay pigeon rolls down the hill about 50 feet, try to shoot it from downrange. Sounds like fun to me. Let's go see if we can hit a couple of these. All right, I'd say we're about 15 yards from where our clay pigeons will be rolling in between 2 trees over here. We have Dylan, who's going to be launching them for us. And the rifle I'm going to be trying with first is the 22 caliber RWS 350 Magnum. No scope on this, just iron sights. Let's see how I do. Is mission control ready over there? Yeah. Ready? Okay, here goes nothing. And pull. Ah, I missed that one. There's definitely no time for a second shot with a break barrel. Okay. Let's try it again, please. Pull. Boy, that's a lot tougher than it looks. Well, I've missed 3 out of 4. Let's try the last one. Ready, and pull. Did you get that? I'm going to try it with a different air rifle this time. I have a Sumatra 2500, and it has a scope on it, so maybe I'll do a little bit better. All right, with the open sights, not such a great hunt. But I'm going to try this Sumatra 2500, which is a multi-shot, lever action, pre-charged pneumatic rifle. And it has a scope. So let's see if I do a little bit better. I think I'm going to lead a little bit more following Dylan's suggestion about a clay pigeon's width ahead of it and follow through with my lateral movement here. Okay, Dylan, pull the first one, please. All right, pull the second one. Oh, okay, let's try for number 3. Pull. All right, let's try number 4. Pull. There it comes, there it comes. Oh! All right, well, I didn't do so good, so we're gonna let Dylan have a crack at it.
See how I do.
Man, I'm telling you, you really made a challenging little game here.
Yeah, it's tricky. When we were testing it out earlier this week, it was a lot of fun when you finally hit one, though.
Yeah, I bet it is. I took, what, 12 shots? I got 0. 0 for 12.
Well, I guess once you figure it out, it might be a little bit easier.
Yeah, well, it was impossible with the open sights. Here you go. You're all loaded. Yeah. I'll step out of your way here. Oh, hold on. Ready? Yep. There it goes. There it goes. Oh!
I must have just missed that.
That's what I thought, 12 times. All right. Ready for number 3?
Pull.
Here it goes. Oh!
There we go.
You clipped it. All right. At least we got one.
That's the one.
There it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Oh, nice shot! Stopped it in its tracks. That was a nice one. Oh, I think you got it again. All right, one more try. Well, you got 2 of them.
Me too.
All right, nice shooting. Well, I have to say the guys made a really challenging but simple target system here. I didn't get even one of these clay pigeons, and that's the point, is that it is challenging. And I think I'm gonna have to practice some more. Dylan got 3 of them. Here's one right here. Very cool. But I think I'm gonna have to go downrange and practice some more. I'm not leaving here until I get at least one.
Unlike firearms that produce a powder residue, airgun barrels don't need to be cleaned that often. Even if you shoot your airguns a lot, the barrels only need to be cleaned once or twice a year. We recommend that you always clean your new airguns because the guns can be coated in rust-inhibiting oils left over from the manufacturing process that can affect your accuracy. You can go out and buy a cleaning kit, but we found the best way was to just use a basic weed trimmer line. The first step is to make a loop. Let me show you how. To make the loop, I'm using a propane torch, but you can use something as easy as a candle, and kids, please don't try this at home. Always ask your parents to help out. The first thing I'm going to do is take my weed trimmer line and leave about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, just enough to make a loop out of it. So I'm going to hold it over the torch and soften it just so I can mold it. Get it nice and soft. Okay? What you want to do is make your loop as narrow as possible. So when you have your finished product, it kind of looks like the eye of a needle. Okay, once that's nice and tight, the next step is to heat the end up just enough to weld it to itself. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, once it's stuck, I'm going to pass it over the flame just so it can heat up. Okay, once you feel that your weed trimmer line is welded to itself, you can go ahead and test it out. Pull it apart to make sure it's nice and tight. I think I've got a pretty good loop here, so I'm going to go ahead and clean my barrel. When cleaning springers like this Model 34, you should never cock your rifle. All you need to do is break open the barrel so you have access to the breech. I went ahead and added on 2 cleaning patches to my loop. When you're using a .22 caliber rifle, always use 2 patches, but if it's .177, you only need 1. The first thing I'm going to do is run the line through the barrel. Once it's through, you can go ahead and add some bore cleaning compound. Going to go ahead and rub it on the patch here. Okay, Next, I'm just going to pull the line through the barrel. Okay, once you've run your line through a few times with the cleaning compound on it, you can go ahead and replace the patch with a dry one. Just repeat the steps until your patch comes out clean, and your barrel should be too. You know, the best thing about using such a simple method is that it's safe for your barrel, it's super easy, and it's really cheap. So with your extra money, you can go ahead and buy yourself some more pellets.
Well, it looks like we've wrapped up this episode of American Airgunner. Be sure to join us next week. Until then, shoot safe and have fun.